Stoked to be the Stokes with Brian and Ariana. It's about to get real, you better believe me. Just got married, trying to make it through life. See, with
love, faith, honesty, and respect, we'll get through anything.
Stoked to be the Stokes, yeah. Yes, we are. Stoked to be the Stokes, yeah.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Stoked to be the Stokes with Brian Lamar Stokes.
And Ariana Stokes.
Did we miss a week?
Probably two.
We missed 1 week. Thanks for your patience,
Yes.
or whatever you want to call it. There's really no excuse. I think that we
Yes,
don't.
there is.
What's the excuse? You're
Work
pregnant?
has been tiring us out.
Let me fix this chair so it's not making all this noise the whole episode. Go ahead.
Like,
Talk to him.
like I know y'all work too, you know, and you know what it means to be tired, but it's been on a different level. So we just wanted to give y'all a quality episode, and it could.
That is true.
Work has been a lot.
Well, yeah. On both ends, work has been
Yes.
somewhat, whatever. I don't even want to get into that. Whatever. This episode is titled Let People Enjoy Things. This came from, I was going to do like a little rant in my car and call it something else on the Stoked to be the Stokes page. If you're not following that page, I still don't know what you're doing. But anyhow, I was going to post it on the page, but I literally want people to let people enjoy things. So, you know, we're having a baby girl, we're having a baby, and she's coming soon. We're almost in our third trimester. I always like to say third semester, but third trimester. And people often try to come with negative things to say. Mm-hmm. Like at my job, they're like, oh my gosh, when she grows up, her and your wife are gonna be fighting. Oh my gosh, they're gonna take all your money. You got a girl, they're more expensive than boys. Mm-hmm. This is just all true.
Or you're never gonna get any sleep anymore.
You're never gonna get any sleep. The baby's gonna take all your money. Oh, you think that it's gonna be this and it's gonna be that. Oh, you think you're really ready to be a parent. This is that. I literally want people to let me enjoy, like, just even like the thoughts of becoming a first-time father, a family man, a black man that's actually staying with the woman that he made a child with. Like, why are people so quick to be so negative about it? It reminds me of like when we first wanted to get married. And people are like, are you sure you want to get married? Marriage is hard work, yada, yada, yada. But just all these things that just seem to like try to drain all the goodness out of something. I don't know if it's because it's their experience or just like in life, people always just go to that end. Oh, you getting married? Oh, okay, good luck, man. Or whatever. I don't know.
I think it has to do with people, you know, feeling like they're in some way helping kind of prepare you for what you don't know. But there's a lot of good things that, you know, we don't know about the parenting experience, just like marriage experience. And so I feel like we're most encouraged, you know, and most excited when people tell us like, oh my gosh, I love being pregnant. You're going to love it. Or, you know, like, oh, like, you know, a lot of people have told you as well that like, oh man, like you're having a girl, like, oh man, she's gonna have your heart. Yeah, it's nothing like a daughter's love for her father, you know. Like, so I think it makes us more excited, and you know, when you're excited about something, you tend to do better at it, work harder at it.
I agree.
So for those people who have been saying those things, you know, we know you probably could have chosen a whole other side of a story to tell. So we appreciate it because both equally will prepare you for what you don't know, because there's good and there's challenging. We won't even say bad. And everybody's bad ain't gonna be our bad.
Right.
Even some of the bad we experience or worried about has not been,
because it really has left. I cannot lie. It really has like left like a mark on me that brings me down just a little bit. That keeps a little worry there. So if any of you are prayer warriors out there in the YouTube or podcast land, be praying for us. Be praying for me specifically. Yeah, Jesus and Jesus alone. But be praying for me Pacific Ocean. Specifically, because I just want to feel good about this.
Yeah.
And even with the challenges, I want to be happy that I have a brand new healthy baby girl. Yeah. You know? Because I'm going to start fighting y'all in a second if you keep coming with me with them. I'll put them on. Anyhow.
Oh, is that from Wizard of Oz?
Sure.
Daddy loves that scene where the lion, where he's like, put him on. I got your one hand behind my back. I got your one hand. That's so funny you said that. Yes, I'll be praying for you too, because I don't really feel as affected by what people are saying.
Yeah, because in her mind, she's going to be at home.
No, even because I think it's because when I start to even begin, you know, when I begin to repeat it, you know, you, Brian, usually kind of shoot it down pretty quickly. Like when I'm like, Well, like say something about sleeping or whatever, because we tell our patients that at work, like, oh, get your sleep now. The next 18 years is not going to be, So if I say something like that, Brian is always quick to tell me, like, no, I just don't believe that that's going to be as big of an issue as people say. And it's true, because we also know parents, actually a lot of parents, who their kids are on a great sleep schedule. I'm talking 7 to 7. Down by 7, up by 7, like clockwork, and not just like toddlers, like infants. I get it's different with every family, but just knowing it's possible, I think you helped me remember that, and so I'll try to be more encouraging towards you too.
Thank you.
Maybe that's why I have that Facebook.
Bless you.
Yes.
You have something to chew on for us today?
I do have something.
We haven't had something to chew on in a minute. FYI, shout out to everybody who has come through our home to do a double date. We have more double dates coming up. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. We love the feedback from them. To get more love stories and proposal stories and marriages.
Yes.
We gotta get some single folks on here.
I had a box of lemon heads before we
started. Let me see.
So.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Oh, we need to have some single people on. But single people who are like in their singleness, like with a purpose and aren't like hungry like to be in a relationship, but like, this is how I'm single, this is what I'm accomplishing, something like that. If you're single with a purpose, reach out to us at Stoked to be the Stokes, please. Thanks.
Awesome. So my something to chew on is from like a marriage page that I follow, and it says marriage goals should be created with your marriage in mind. Marriage goals should be created with your marriage in mind, not the picture of someone else's. And I love this. We may have talked about it briefly before, but I felt like it was a good reminder for me because like for example, when we first started dating, I had all these ideas of what our courtship.
I remember she said she wasn't going to kiss me until we made it to the altar.
Courting was a new phrase to me, so I was determined to milk it for all it was worth. And so I had all these ideas, but it was really just based on what I had been reading on social media, seeing on different like Christian blogs, etc., and feeling like I had to do something extremely different from whatever I had done before. When things were already different from what I had experienced before, so there was that new factor. And I think the same thing carried over into marriage, although maybe less, because we kind of got into our groove a little more when we were dating about, okay, let's just do what works for us.
Yeah.
But I do know that a lot of other couples I've talked to have mentioned that is a challenge, is not feeling like you have to do certain things or look like you're doing certain things because that's what's most popular in, like, say, social media, for example, with marriages, especially like Christian marriages or young millennial marriages.
I ain't even gonna tell y'all how, because Ariana just told me, you just want to be famous. You need to let things be organic.
When did I say that? When we were fighting.
Because you're talking about social media.
I didn't say you just want to be famous. You
just want to be famous. And I said, I don't even want to be famous.
I didn't mean it like that.
I don't even want to be famous.
What made you bring that up?
Because you said talking about how people want, their marriages to look like social media or whatever. So click that to remind me.
Because like there's trends, there's consistent trends that we see, especially with people who are within our demographic and the demographic that we most often reach, I would say. But I think what's important about the quote is that it says not the picture of someone else's. So who really knows what's going on in someone else's marriage? But the pictures that we see, they all look nice and clean, and even the unpolished, no filter, no makeup ones have like a certain glow to them that's like, oh, they're doing chores together and laundry together on a Saturday. You don't do laundry with me. Like, one, it doesn't take two people to do laundry. Two, like, we got stuff to do on Saturday. I'm just thinking about stuff I've seen and like, oh, that would be cute. Or even before I mentioned, like, oh, when I get married, I hope we do stuff like that. And we don't, and it's fine. So that was another something to chew on, because I feel like it was good to have a little reminder. Maybe someone else needed the reminder that your marriage.
I think that goes for marriage. That goes for your life within its own. That goes for people who want to be entrepreneurs and think that it's like, oh, I'm working on the beach all day and stuff like that. Like, it's just not the same overall.
And I think
that's not a real thing.
You don't think some people work on the beach?
No.
On House Hunters, some of them be working on the beach on it. At least it looks like that. Like the people who be like trading stocks and teaching classes online, virtually and stuff. You could be on the beach. You got a hot spot and
okay, sure.
But
definitely.
One thing that it made me think of was one of our premarital counseling sessions where they asked us, like, what is the goal or the mission of your marriage, your family? Like, what is your family mission, or what is your marriage's purpose? And that was something that we should probably find that, because I kind of remember what it was, but we wrote it down.
Somewhere in my photo.
Okay. It's like allowing ourselves to do that, I feel like helps kind of bring a focus as to, okay, what will we prioritize?
Yep.
Is it traveling? Is it spending time with family? Is it making money? Is it, working jobs that allow us more freedom and independence? Or is it
what job is
stability?
that? I love my job though, but what job is that?
Do you love your job?
I do. I love it. I don't mind going to work.
That's good.
I don't mind going to work.
There was a time.
Yeah. Somebody told me to stop talking about the old job, so I'm gonna skip that.
Oh.
Shout out to you. Know that I listened. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, tell me later. Okay, so we can jump into the topic. But
yeah.
You already announced the
So,
topic.
I probably did it out of order, but it doesn't matter. That was that. So, how I came up with this episode was because that's what I was feeling. Everybody giving all their negative outlooks on what it's like to not only have a new baby, but to have a baby girl.
Yes.
So, I talked to Ariana and I said, I want to talk about, I guess he said 5 things, right?
Yes.
5 things that we are excited
Yes.
or looking forward to with our child when it comes to parenting.
Yes. So just to focus on the positive. Okay. Because as Daddy always taught me, optimism is a choice. So today we're choosing to be optimistic because we're going to focus on these 5 things. You want to go first?
No, ladies first.
Okay. So, number 1, I am beyond stoked, and I have been since prior to finding out that we were pregnant, to teach our children about the love and power of Jesus Christ. And I know that might sound so Christian corny, but
So excited.
literally,
Sorry, the dog.
I cannot wait. Now, I grew up with like a group of friends in church. Our mothers and our parents were friends. So there was that. Matt, he's like walking over the mic. Sorry.
Let him live his best life, I guess.
So there was that sense of community, and there were just certain things that, it's like church kid jokes or church kid humor, culture, whatever. And I feel like the kids that I see being raised in the church environments that we have found ourselves in, I get excited thinking like, wow, this is going to be a whole nother generation of like kingdom children who, are used to seeing certain things, like used to seeing miracle signs and wonders and understanding, how God loves and how he will move on your behalf and how faith works and just the power of the Holy Spirit. And so although we're definitely still learning, I'm just really excited to find different ways to like integrate that into our parenting so that it'll just be like a part of our children's lives. And I can only pray that they receive it and truly walk in it. But, I won't go too in depth, but let's just say I already have plans, okay? Games, okay? Conversations, different activities. Like, I'm real creative. I like doing stuff that you're going to remember. You're going to be talking about like, oh yeah, well, my mama, she used to do when we were little and she did this, and it's going to stick with you, the principle behind it or the lesson. So I'm really excited for that because I remember certain things from growing up that, either people from my church remember or we didn't go to the same church, and we probably have certain memories that's like, oh yeah, we could relate to that. So just the level that they'll be able to relate on with other children who have been raised with this generation of believers, which I believe is like, I don't know, maybe beyond what other people would have imagined this generation would be. I think that's so exciting, and we get to be a part of like integrating that into them. So I'm really excited for that.
You were a little deep for me. I mean, it was beautiful. It was beautiful the way that you said it. It was so intriguing. I'm sure it got people excited. They're like, what are the things that you're going to do? What games are you going to come up with your child? I was thinking that what are we excited for, like having a baby? Like you're like in years to come. Yeah, I didn't say for parenting, but you switched that. I just tried to agree with you on camera. United front.
Well, you for the baby.
Yep. Okay.
No
so my first one, it's fine. My first one, what I'm excited about is just to hold her. Just to hold her.
What do you want me to say?
I don't know. Because I'm like, you just went deep. I guess I'm in the shower and I'm like, I cannot wait until you push her out.
Not all of mine.
They wipe her off first. Hallelujah. And okay, cool. And just to hold her. I'm excited to meet the girl, look at her in her eyes, hold her, feel how she weighs, and you don't try to do my moment. Don't use your witchcraft on yourself. You didn't ask.
Witchcraft.
You didn't ask. Did you just ask me that? Yeah, do you think?
I said,
you said you're gonna cry?
Yeah.
You're gonna cry?
You're gonna cry?
You didn't. We'll play it back, and if she's not telling the truth, y'all put something in the comments because clearly she's not. She's been doing that this whole pregnancy.
You're gonna cry?
Aaron, I don't know. Are you gonna cry?
I get emotional.
Of course you're gonna cry when that ring of fire comes.
Keep going. Is that the end of your
That's it. That's gonna hold her. Cool.
Okay. Well, my second one's not so deep. breastfeeding. I'm so excited to breastfeed. When I tell y'all, I've been getting these girls ready. Well, not even me. They've been getting ready on their own without going into too much detail. And I've been excited about breastfeeding since I saw my mama breastfeed my sister. I just it's so beautiful. And I'm like, oh gosh, what must that feel like? That level of bonding. And I think, there's this whole breastfeeding movement going on, normalizing it and whatnot. And I didn't know that it was considered not normal, I don't know, but I feel like I've always seen it as something that people do.
Not normal to breastfeed?
Well, I guess in public but I feel like I've seen people breastfeed in public and I never thought anything of it. But there was always a cover or something. Mm-hmm. But even when I've seen people do it without the cover, I don't think I thought anything strange about it. So when I hear that people respond a certain way, I think I'm like, oh, okay, I guess it could be a little, you could throw somebody off. But I just think it's such a beautiful thing and I cannot wait to breastfeed. I don't know how long I'll breastfeed for. Maybe a year.
Yours come out chocolate?
Maybe 4.
Yours come out.
Oh, speaking of chocolate, there is a documentary
That's why I said it.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
Oh, I just love you. Y'all, if y'all don't know, Brian is such an advocate for just black women empowerment in general, but he loves strong, beautiful black women. So there is a documentary called Chocolate Milk, I believe, and it focuses on breastfeeding in the African American community. So if there is a showing going on near you, please be sure to check it out. I'm looking to see if there's one near us. So far, the closest is LA. But yes, so no, it doesn't come out chocolate. But I'm really excited because it's something that only I can do and provide, and I'm excited to just have that bond. And at the same time, I want to make sure that I'm not so excited about it that I'm heartbroken when it ends. Because I talked to some moms recently who are oh yeah, my baby just weaned themselves off. They just one day no longer desired it, and they literally were heartbroken over it. So I was like, okay, let me mentally prepare because everything I'm excited about, this girl might not be as excited about. So, yeah, but for now, I'm excited about breastfeeding.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you to do it as well.
Thank you.
So if she wakes up at 2, she's coming for you. If she wakes up at 4.
I'll show you how to set everything up and just let me sleep. But I'm excited for the moment I'm awake.
It doesn't work like that. Moms, tell her now it does not work like that. You think I thought you wanted to bond and be with her. Yeah. Now you want to pump it in the bottle and give it to her?
Don't you want to
and then when she don't want to latch, then what? Because you want to put her on the bottle. Or are we going to get your nipple molded? I don't know can we say nipple on here?
You done said more than that before, yes.
We're going to get that molded onto the top of the bottle.
And you okay? According to you, it's going to be a problem.
In Jesus' name, absolutely. Amen. So what I put next, I want to I'm excited to feel her love and to learn her. To know her. I don't know if know her cry or know when she want to go to sleep. Just to feel that and to know, what it is.
Y'all know how women say that they're attracted to their husbands in a whole different way when they see them be a father? I think I'm feeling that now. Keep talking.
That was it. I just want to see that. I just want to feel that, see that. Yeah. And you know what, really makes me oh yeah, what is it? Is it Black Dads? Is it Black Fathers? Black Fathers. So good. It's just many positive images of Black fathers. And I think it's important to see that as a Black man because what we see all the time or what be in my timeline is just sometimes nonsense. Parents not getting along, getting together and whatever. Sometimes it's not my fault. It's the people who are my friends and I love them or whatever. But it's just so good to see those positive images of Black men being with their sons and with their daughters, with their wives, and just, is it exuding love and kindness, to them. That's it. What's number 3 for you?
Number 3 for me is, I guess it's kind of an indirect thing, but I'm really excited. Well, it's kind of a 2-part. Well, I already said the first part. I'm really excited to see you as a dad and to parent with you. I feel like that'll be a whole nother level of relationship for us, and just trusting you, because I know, I'll admit before he has to say it, I can be a micromanager. So I really hope y'all pray for me that I don't try to micromanage you in parenting. Because I've heard some men complain about that, feeling like they can't get anything right because the wife is always behind them trying to fix it before they can even.
No, go ahead. I'll let you fix it.
No, but I feel like that's something I need to learn.
I'll leave the house and let you fix it.
But you know, my fix it tone
and let you fix it all.
My fix it tone is not always well received, so I just don't want it to be a problem.
Okay,
I'm really excited
I appreciate
to see you be
that.
a dad, and I'm excited to see my parents be grandparents because this will be the first time that they've been grandparents. So I have no idea what that's going to look like, but every time I think about it, it should be so happy because I feel like it'll make them very happy, and like, you know, they taught us so much, so I feel like seeing them teach her, you know, and all the future kids to come, whatever they plan on teaching her, but from like a grandparent perspective, it's like, oh. So I'm really excited to see them in their element as they discover their element because it's new to them too. I don't know what expectations they have or perspective, you know, they have on it. So yeah, I'm excited for that.
And my next one connects with that. I'm excited for everybody to be around you during the holiday season and for all of us to be able to love on her and to see how everybody's, I don't know if it's like reaction or like to, you know, it's like, it's already a different type of love in the holidays that everybody has that holiday cheer. Maybe that's why God gave me this baby girl now. So like that love with a new baby at the same time, I feel like that's going to be amazing. I'm excited to see that. I put for a family to surround in our first Christmas with our first child.
Oh yeah.
Because we're going to get to have that.
And you're right, the whole holiday season, because I mean, we don't know exactly when people are coming in, but it'll be around that time when we start to miss
whether it's Thanksgiving or Christmas.
Yeah, so I'm excited.
Not a big fan of New Year's.
And I'm glad that we get to have that time off work. Praise God that we are in California.
Won't he do it?
Because California has some of the best family leave laws when it comes to just time off and paid time off. So I'm really excited that we get to have the holidays to just enjoy this time before.
And I hear that at my job, people so kind. Like when you have a baby, they everybody will like pass a day to you because they can pass vacation time. So everybody will pass a day.
You gotta make more friends then.
I'm friends with everybody. I'm the funny one.
Okay.
Everybody.
Even in other departments?
On the other side, no.
Okay, we gotta go over there.
Oh.
I'll bake it.
You don't bake, girl. Come on, let's try. What are you good at? Not with food. Come on, girl.
Don't do me. I could cook.
Yes, you could cook.
You
What you could cook? Tell me what you cook.
Y'all, I cook a mean banana pudding. I got this recipe with these special cookies. Y'all ain't ready. I could.
Are you talking about my recipe?
It's your recipe, but I can do it.
Yeah, you could. You did a good job.
And I did that sweet potato pie.
You did do that sweet potato pie. You know that she make really good. She been making me pancakes, and they've been like A1.
Yes. Pancakes. Let's do a segue because Brian. Okay, the other day I've been doing pancakes and bacon. You know, this week. For
don't tell people my breakfast. Don't.
Just light. You know,
like
you requested it one day.
In a smoothie. Like talk about the smoothie as well.
Yes, smoothies. And so, we have smoothies. Anyways, I will admit I have mastered the art of getting a pancake with the crispy edges, and I took boomerang. I'll post it. But there was one day where I was like, you know what? I think he'll be good with one day off from this. I'm not planning on doing that tomorrow morning. And then he was like, babe, I just want to let you know, like, you literally make the perfect pancake. Like, he just started praising me over this pancake and the bacon, and I got him so early. Had a sharp iron with the starch because he likes the starch. Okay, you know, people who
thank you, Lord. The Holy Spirit will tell you. Yes, God. Hallelujah.
As our friend Danielle True told us, what you praise will grow. Okay, so I really appreciate those words of affirmation, and it really encouraged me to continue to serve and not grow weird.
And shout out to Danielle Truitt on her new role. I'm deputy on Fox.
Yes. Won't he do it? Come on, cash change. You just never know what God has up his sleeve. Okay. I think
what number are we on? 1, 2, 3. No, you're number 4.
Okay. So I'm really excited, just like I am, to encourage them in the Lord, to encourage them in extracurricular activities like sports, music, arts.
Yes, music, arts.
Especially track if they choose to do track and field, because that's one of the best sports in America.
We'll be at different things, but go ahead.
No, we both going to be everywhere together. Would you don't want to go to the track meets? Why?
It'll be too much rehearsal for all this extra stuff you're talking about.
You going to have rehearsal?
All of my children are going to be in one band, making one sound unto the Lord.
All right, Joe. Now, I think that, you know what I mean when I say all right, Joe?
You think I'm going to beat him?
No, not beat him.
Yeah, Michael Jackson daddy.
Okay.
Michael Jackson came out all right. We still talking about him? Hey.
Yeah, we talk about a lot of people, and they ain't all right.
R.I.P.
Okay, but I believe that they're going to be, because I'm very musical, and I was very athletic as well. Don't do me. Okay.
That's all we got
I
here
play 3
now.
different instruments. I am classically trained.
And how many of those instruments are in this house?
No, that don't mean I'm
What instrument have you played? Where?
Okay, so I'm classically trained.
Classically trained in what?
Classical piano technique.
Classical piano technique
and theory.
In theory, huh? Okay, can you read music?
Yes.
If I pop something up right here and I pull that piano in here, you can play it?
What piano are you pointing
Okay,
to?
the piano that's in the studio. I bring it in here, you can play it?
Yes.
Okay. I can put on a word. Okay, I'm gonna get a worship song. I'm gonna do a cover of a worship song, and Ariana's gonna play the keys behind.
That's fine, but
Perfect.
The thing is, you're giving time to practice. That's what
Perfect.
you do. You don't play it by ear. You look at the music and you practice it. You
Right,
rehearse it.
right, sure. Okay, what else?
Anyways,
What's the second
I
instrument?
also play the violin.
Girl, Ariana.
Are you serious?
Ariana. Ariana.
I play the violin.
Y'all, I don't know why she's putting on for this moment right now. I don't know what is going on. I have never, in all of the years that I have been married and dated you, you have never said that you have played the violin.
That's not true.
Ariana, you have never,
Ariana.
Okay, let me know this third instrument, because I knew about the piano, didn't know about the violin. What else?
Brian, I play the
What's the third instrument?
I played the violin from 6th grade through senior year of high school.
I
I was in all county orchestra, just like I was in all county chorus
in the fifth grade. Yep,
But
I remember
was in
that.
all county orchestra, superiors, multiple years in a row.
Superiors?
Yes, the highest grade.
Yes, it's the highest
I'm not talking
grade.
about the entire orchestra. I'm talking about me and my quartet. I even composed. Why is so funny? I even composed an original piece for us to perform. The piano, the violin, the cello, and one other instrument.
I'm gonna call your father.
Call my father.
I'm calling your father.
And call my mother.
I'm gonna call. Okay, what's the third instrument? Don't say drums. Let me guess. Piano, violin, plus the house you were raised in, minus when you went to King High.
King High?
The cello or the trumpet?
I wish I could.
Trombone or something like that.
No.
Oh, okay.
Think more dainty.
The triangle.
Are you serious?
I believe you if you play the triangle. I believe
Triangle is
that.
for those who just wanted to be in the band.
Oh,
No
okay.
shade to any. I don't.
Just like altos are the ones who just want to
No, it
be
was
in
a
the
more
choir. Yeah,
complicated
definitely.
instrument.
I'm kidding. Love, good alto. What is the other one? Go ahead.
The flute.
Oh, I should have known. The
I actually
flute.
picked up the flute before the violin.
We should play hot cross buns.
No.
Hmm.
Not only did I play the flute, like in the band, sitting down, like classical pieces and like soundtracks and stuff.
Right.
But I also played the flute while marching in the rain at the Gasparilla Parade.
Right, because it all sounded
Tampa.
like anything, so it was just whatever. Boom.
No, but we practiced. We didn't just go out there and just pick up the instrument. We practiced sitting down, standing up, walking, and then it rained and we still played and we did well.
That's so. You are so amazing.
Thank you.
You are so amazing.
Thank you.
I
agree.
I've been to Ariana's childhood home multiple times. I've never seen a picture or a video of anything of her. Now I've seen her play the piano. She knows one song, and she knows it kind of well, which is cool. It's like this little jazzy thing. If you want to go to like what?
What are you talking about?
I've seen you play the piano once.
Oh,
in person.
it's not true.
Yeah, I haven't.
When we were at that thrift store, I got.
That's the one time I'm talking about.
Oh.
So it's true. Facts. Thanks.
And I didn't play a jazzy song.
What was it? Okay, classical
it was a
jazz.
sonata.
I don't have time for games. Well, I've seen her play that. I have never seen a video of you on this violin or you play the flute. But I played the flute in middle school, so I guess we all doing something.
Okay. Mom,
So that's what's up.
Next time we're home, could we please pull out some of the tapes?
Please pull out some of the tapes and then put them back.
My point is, I'm musical. That's
Musical? How did we even get to this?
That's how I know.
How did we even get to
you're
this?
off,
How did
when
we?
anyone who's singing with you is off. Because although I might not be a singer, I know notes.
Babe, you learned how people are off on singing because of me, because of being with me and being around I mean, you didn't know that stuff before you
Yes,
got
I
with me.
did.
No, you didn't. Ariana,
Hey, you
Ariana,
don't
I'm still,
and not knowing something.
yes, you do. Yes, you do. You went to a public school. Anybody can get in, and anybody can get kicked out.
By being off. It's an audition process.
And everybody gets in.
No, they don't.
Ariana, it's fifth grade. It's a select group.
Okay, Brian. We'll
group of people.
But the point is, I'm musical and I'm athletic.
Definitely.
And I am excited to see our children be
definitely. You're definitely athletic.
They'll be great at time management.
That's why we got. That's how we got here. Praise God.
Great at time management, balancing these rehearsals and these practice schedules.
Absolutely.
Not to mention the
Absolutely.
homework, I don't play by academics.
Absolutely, and you will and I'll give you all the credit for academics. You get all of that.
You're gonna help too.
You get all that. Yeah, everything but science and math.
That's fine. I can handle science and math.
Cool.
I was raised by a scientist and a mathematician.
Okay. Oh, that is so true.
Yes.
That is so true. Little superhero.
And
Anyhow, can we get back? Can we get back? Huh?
What are you gonna help? I have math, science, and language arts.
No, you got math. I have
history.
History. Yeah, history. And I have language art. English. What are you talking about?
Oh, well, because I like. Okay.
What are you talking about? And anything else that they need. What are you talking about?
Oh, okay. I was just trying to give you some subjects to.
So what am I gonna help? I'm trying to come. You can do it all. You can do it all. You can do it all.
No,
you can do it all.
No, because I'm gonna be napping. All right.
Next one.
Next one is I am extremely excited. Maybe not even for showing them, but and allowing them to see or watching them see how amazing their father is in a healthy marriage.
Oh, yes.
Displaying
Yes.
healthy love.
Yes.
Because you're so in tune with your emotions, you're so great at communicating, and you love me and hype me up so much that I'm just glad that they will have that example, amongst other examples, and that as they grow, that'll be what they know. That makes me super happy.
That makes me feel really good. That makes me feel really good.
It should.
That makes me feel really good. Yeah, I'm excited about that too. That's really good. Like in a special way. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Man, I might get a little emotional.
We've been doing really good so far. I think I almost had one earlier, but I brought back in.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was very nice of you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
My next one, I'm excited. It's two because I guess I had 6.
Oh, okay, 2 fun.
First one is cuddles and kisses. I get to have my own baby.
Oh, I thought you meant them seeing us cuddle and kiss.
Please.
Who's gonna cuddle and kiss?
I have fresh lips from heaven that are here on earth. Are you kidding me?
Ears.
And ears.
He's obsessed with ears.
Hallelujah.
My ears are gonna be a thing of the past.
Yeah, it's a thing of the past. They stink anyhow. Behind them, yeah, in the corner. They don't. I'm just trying to be funny. But yeah, I'm excited for that. Cuddles and kisses, just my baby. I'm excited to put that strap jacket on and have her right there. Just walk around, looking around. I'm all good with that. But last but not least, I'm excited about taxes.
I just got tired. I don't want to talk about taxes because it will be
I could get a refund with a baby, right?
A refund. Okay, I hope. I don't know exactly how it works because everything else I thought was gonna work in our favor. Somehow backfired. Not backfired, but
whatever.
Praise God. Well, taxes. That's you thinking like a man. I didn't think about that at all.
Yep.
Awesome. Oh, and I have one more thing to do.
Go ahead.
So Brian and I were in the car and we were having a conversation. I forget exactly how it came up, but it kind of adds to my list, but I'll just read what I wrote. So I'm excited that we have the opportunity to show them how to cope with like imperfections, like that we don't have to meet the pressure of being perfect because it's important to show them, imperfections and how to cope with those things as well. Just through us being transparent about our own mistakes, which I'm not exactly sure what that will look like in terms of how much to tell or when or how to tell, but just kind of demonstrating through our experiences, hopefully lessons that they don't have to learn on their own, which we already had a very emotional conversation about because I just don't want my children to have to go through certain things that like I've seen other people go through that they did not have to, or that I have chosen to go through that I certainly did not have to. And then Yeah, because I wrote this. I said, if she sees perfect parents, then how will she deal with her own imperfections without feeling like a failure? I believe it's important for her to hear and see what humility, apologies, and forgiveness look like after we've behaved in a way that is quote unquote wrong, as opposed to sweeping things under the rug and just moving on.
Yeah.
So, when we make mistakes or when we maybe let our human side get the best of us, being okay with letting her know, like, hey, mommy was wrong and she's sorry, and I don't want you to feel like it was you. The same way we talk to each other.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that because I don't want to feel like I have to be perfect for anybody, and so I think that'll be a huge part of her upbringing, is recognizing like it's okay to mess up, and here's how you navigate it afterwards. That's all.
Okay. Low, high.
Yes.
Low, high.
Mm-hmm.
You go, because I think mine is all mixed in one.
Okay. So my low.
If you say what I think you're going to say, I'm going to choke
Oh, I
you.
thought you saw it already because you were looking at my
I didn't see it. Go ahead, say it.
My low was Big Shiz passing.
Oh.
Okay. So this week there was unexpected death in the music and kingdom community.
Mm-hmm.
LaShawn Daniels, who also goes by Big Shiz, he's a multi-Grammy-winning producer, writer, and I did not know him prior
An
artist, yes. Prior to a couple years ago, because I just was following, I think maybe through Gerald and Tammy Haddon, I was following him and his wife April, because they're huge. All four of them are like huge proponents of like healthy, happy marriages and just showing that, So I followed them both, and so I almost felt like I knew them. And so when I received the news that he passed, it literally it shook me like for days, because I couldn't even imagine, just the unexpectedness, and just he has children. Excuse me, and was very active in music, active in ministry. So in my mind, I'm like, oh, that's like, people who we're around now, you have plans for the future. You don't expect that God is going to be like, okay, and your purpose is done here, So that really threw me. And also anytime I think about someone becoming a widow, especially in such like an unexpected way, it's just very hard to imagine. So we've really been praying for them, as well as the Haddons, because they're very close friends, and we've talked about how valuable it is to have like couple friends and just happily married friends, right? So just knowing what that bond must have grown into with 20 plus years of marriage, and having it suddenly affected, that was the low for the week for me. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And we had when I got the news, we had just finished fighting. I couldn't repent fast enough. I just started crying. I just hugged Brian. He's like, "Why are you hugging me?" I'm like, "Guys, I just value you. I love you. I don't want to waste another minute. Don't want to close my eyes." It's triggering. You're triggering me. Okay.
I think that is. I'm gonna take that low. I think that's the same thing for me, because it wasn't just him, but there was a lot of death this past week. Whether it was friends from home, friends losing a parent, to distant people that knew from college, just stuff, and it's just okay, wow, it was back to back to back, and I was just it's just heavy. So yeah, that was definitely low for me. Definitely keeping people lifted, valuing family, and health. It is very sobering. Mm-hmm. I feel like we're grateful, anyhow, any day, but it just puts a different,
makes it a lot more present, in my mind at least, intentionally grateful.
Because I told Ariana, I just want to take us and live in a shack forever.
See the high, that was very
sobering. Yeah, sure. I already know what your high is, so go ahead, because I know it's going to be the same thing as my high. Go ahead.
Then you go first. I didn't go first.
My high is that it's been going well at the church.
Yeah.
And being on the pastors and leadership board, which is really cool. And a part of that is leading a connects group, which is a small group that you lead outside the church. We have opened our home to have a connects group. Very happy that we got a lot of good people with similar hearts and mindsets like ours. We're going through a book called Rooted. Mm-hmm. I did my first what do they call it? Facilitating, because it's not teaching. Facilitating. Of the book, and it went very well.
It did.
People felt very welcome, and they said that, and very peaceful, and we just set up an environment that that was edifying and it set people up for success, I think.
I agree. That was my high as well.
I know. Because her high is always my high, right?
I just love watching you in your high. Yes, you know I'm always in my high, I guess. So when you have these moments where you are just, like I posted, walking in your purpose and discovering the new, side of yourself. Not that this was new, because, you've led other groups before. I know Brian is an amazing, team builder. Yeah, I just feel like it was good to watch you do this at our new church. I know that you weren't, I think you said you were kind of fearful of it, but I wouldn't have known.
Yeah, a little bit.
And you were just very confident, you told your story with just such eloquence. And I felt like, oh, look at him leading. And some of the people in the group we knew, some we didn't. And I know it takes a lot of energy out of you to, be on in intimate settings with people who you don't know. So I'm sure that was some other kind of feeling that I don't understand about introverts, but.
I'm an introvert. Interesting. You learn something new every day.
Keep talking because I just want to make sure you're not be paranoid. I'm sorry.
She thinks this camera isn't on. We've been having some technical difficulties this episode, so hopefully it comes together and it's smooth on our end.
Yeah, and I think because I watched you do the work beforehand, because they had to go through, the pastors and leaders went through the course themselves for 8 weeks, right, or 10 weeks or something like that. Meeting early in the morning, after church, Wednesday nights, it was a lot. And so now that they are facilitating it, I don't know, I haven't looked through the book. It's called Rooted, but I'm excited to go through it. But I'm really excited that you're leading it, because people think that we are leading it, but I'm not on the pastors and leaders what'd you call it, board or whatever. So I am a member of the group. I'm a co-host in the house, which y'all saw in the stories. I was a little nervous about opening the house to people who I don't personally know. But praise God, He perfects all that concerns us. So it actually went very well. But yeah, I just loved watching you in your element, because you were so amazing. That's all.
Okay. Well, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Stoked to be the Stokes with Brian Lamar Stokes.
And Ariana Stokes.
If you're not following us on social media, please do. It's at Stoked to be the Stokes. If you want to follow my lovely wife, it's at Ariana Nicole Stokes. If you want to follow me, it's at Brian Lamar Stokes. If you are listening on our podcast, head over to our YouTube and subscribe there. Yes. If you are watching us on YouTube, head over to all your podcast platforms and subscribe there. Thank you for all of the support that you guys have been giving us. Shoot us some ideas or some topics if you want us to talk about that. We can definitely do that. We want to find new ways to interact with you guys, because I feel like it's not one-sided, but we be saying something and y'all be reacting to it. But we want to open up the conversation, have it back and forth.
Yeah. So if you have any suggestions, and it doesn't have to be about marriage. It could be about, you mentioned earlier, singleness and purpose. It could be about parenting. So.
We're going through a transitional seasoning. Yes, black folks seasoning food. We're going through a transition. We're going through a season of transition.
Yes.
And we are excited about it. So remember, with love,
faith,
honesty,
and respect,
we'll get through anything. See you next week, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
I don't know, awesome.
Hallelujah.
Good.